So we have to be afraid. They just set pieces and then just want to simply and convert it to a ball. And that's everything into the net. So these are champions. Long life.
There was some glimpses of the beautiful game in the Nigerian Premier Football League. Good game between Doma United and Rivers United of Port Harcourt. And it's a good thing that our league is fast developing and is getting to where we want it to be, and at least even do better like some other strong leagues on the continent of Africa and then in the world. And then I welcome you to the program 360 Sports on Trust TV. I am Emmanuel Fashimi, and if Abaidoko Michael is ready, he will be joining us on the show to do some justice to all of the story we'll have for you on the show this lovely Friday morning. All right, let's begin with these. Let's start with the cricket game. It's the oval game. Let's look at how it is. The All African Games, we know, is fast approaching from the 8th of March to the 20th. These games will be coming up in Accra, Ghana, and we know that Team Nigeria, all sports, for about 25 sports, Nigeria will be participating in about 25 sports of the All-African Games right there in Ghana. We have 25 sports altogether, and we have cricket, we have volleyball, we have basketball, we have football, all of the sports that you can think of. It's just like our own mini Olympic on the continent of Africa. Everything will go down. These games were supposed to come up last year, but because of some logistics reason, it was moved to this year, 2024. So with all said and done, logistics in place, the facilities, the equipment that is needed for the games are all in place. I think by just a week away from now, weeks away from now, the African Games will be kickstarting in Accra, Ghana. It's no longer called All African Games. Rather, they've removed the all, and it's just African Games. But let's look at cricket. Our cricket team, both yellow female greens and then the yellow male greens, have been drawn in various group A and B respectively, and we've seen tough opponents for Team Nigeria. Let's look at the men's category. We have Nigeria in Group B alongside Namibia, Zimbabwe, and Tanzania. And then in the women's category, we're in Group A, where we'll play South Africa, a strong powerhouse, Namibia, and Tanzania. So these are South Africa and Namibia, Tanzania. In fact, these three countries are very tough opponents that the Nigerian Yellow Greens women's team will be coming up against. So it's a very big task for our women's team in the African Games, and they are not new to this team. Also, the men's team, they are not new to them. They met each other at the Nigerian Cricket Invitational Tournament who actually won, and we're gearing up for that same tournament this weekend. We'll be kicking off today. The tournament will be starting today at the Cricket Oval in Lagos. That is at the Tafawa Balewa Square in Lagos. So these teams I just made mention of now, some of them, Sierra Leone, Rwanda, they are participating. We'll still have a feel of what it is, and then we'll still play at the African Games come in Accra, Ghana. So it's a good one, and probably we're wishing Nigerian cricket team well, to do well, as the African Games will be coming up by 8th of March to the 20th of March 2024. And some persons say it's a group of death, but let's see how they are going to maneuver their way out of that group and progress in the competition. It's a good one. You've seen. Let's have that groupings again one more time before we go away from that story. Let's look at the group again once more. We look at Group B. Nigeria is with Namibia, Zimbabwe, and Tanzania. That is for the men's category. Then the women's category, we are drawn in Group A, where Nigeria, South Africa, Namibia, and Tanzania, both the male and female team, will be playing against Namibia. So it's a good one. They have a date, they have a score to settle with the Namibians cricket team. That's for the women and the men's category. All right, let's leave that story and quickly go to the round leader game. Argentina is not a new household name to Nigerian Super Eagles. Well, for the friendlies, international friendlies that has been put in place between Nigeria and Argentina, that game has been scheduled to take place in California. It's a good one for these two teams. Have always been meeting at international level, at competition level. Remember 2005 where we played at the under 20. Messi and Mikel met in that competition, in that final. The 2014 World Cup, both teams played each other, and then at the 2010 World Cup also, at 2018 World Cup, I beg your pardon, we met Argentina. At the 2010 South Africa World Cup, we played Argentina, where Enyama did so well against the legendary Lionel Messi, keeping out Lionel Messi's free kick in that particular game. Against the Argentines in Russia 2018 World Cup, Messi got the second goal that they used in beating Nigeria in that particular game. The likes of Kenneth Omeru that you can see on your screen were part of that game. Victor Moses and co, they were there at Russia 2018. So we will be playing again friendly, and it's a good thing that we keep playing against the Argentines, because it's a good understanding we have between us and the Argentina Football Federation. Well, it's a good test. It's a grade A friendly for the Super Eagles of Nigeria as we are preparing for the AFCON 2025 and also the World Cup qualifiers. We will be playing this competition simultaneously. The AFCON 2025 is no longer far away, but as it stands right now, there's going to be a change of date in that particular competition. That is for AFCON 2025 in Morocco. So a lot in the hands of the Super Eagles, a lot of competition, and we will be playing the World Cup qualifiers that will be hosted by US, Canada, and Mexico in 2026. So big one, and like I said, it's a grade A friendly for Nigeria against the Argentines. So it's a good one for the FA, for the Nigerian FA, and then the Argentine FA, putting heads together to see, make sure that these friendly games comes up. The date venue has been fixed, so definitely we will be expecting these two teams to face each other when the FIFA window opens. Good one for us, and let's see how it goes in that friendly game. We have the team, we have what it takes. We just need to get a coach who can blend this team together, these young boys, and then the experienced and aged ones in the team, and then we'll start getting maximum results. All right, still talking the round leader game. Let's go straight to Europe. In the German Bundesliga, one man cannot stop catching the eyes of the world in that league, and it's not that person that our own Nigerian Victor Boniface. He has been named in the league's most skillful players. Victor Boniface is very talented, skillful player, and he gets the goals. Before he got injured, I wish we had him at the AFCON 2023 in Cote d'Ivoire. He's pairing with Victor Osimhen, would have given all the defense, all the opponents we played at the AFCON a trouble. Even in that final, I believe the Ivorians would have a handful with the V square. That is Victor Boniface and Victor Osimhen, thanks to no injury that actually hampered these guys' appearance coming to play for the Super Eagles in the AFCON 2023. We hope by 2025 he will get his opportunity to play for the Super Eagles. But as it stands right now, he is a player who won the Rookie Player of the Month back-to-back in German Bundesliga. 4 straight times in German Bundesliga, he won the Rookie Player of the Month, and he also he won the Player of the Month. So for Victor Boniface, like I said, he is a talented and very skillful player, and that is why he has been named among the league's most skillful player in the German Bundesliga. We just wish him quick recovery so that he can come back and join his guys that is in Bayer Leverkusen. They are the only team in Europe this season that have not lost any game. Wow, big one. And they set a record over the weekend. They equal the that is Bundesliga champions, defending champions, that is Bayern Munich, 32 games unbeaten. They equal that record, and they are about to set their own. So let's see how it goes for Xabi Alonso and Victor Boniface and the entire squad. But right now, he has been named among the most skillful players in the German Bundesliga. Congratulations to Victor Boniface for keeping getting these accolades, always and always doing what he knows how to do, banging in the goals with reckless abandon from right, left, and center, and everywhere for Victor Boniface. All right, let's still stay with Europe. There were actions in the Europa League last night and also in the Europa Conference League. You know that teams from the Champions League will drop to the Europa League, and those in the Europa League, those who couldn't make it, will drop to the Conference League. But we have the teams that engaged in the playoff to join under already qualified teams. We have about 8 teams that qualified in the Europa last 16 qualified teams. Let's see how the teams that qualify. We have Club Brugge, we have Victoria Pleasant, we have Aston Villa, we have Lille, that's Locally of France, we have POAK Salonika of Greece, we have Maccabi Tel Aviv of Israel, and we have Fiorentina of Italy, that is Italian Serie A, and we have Fenerbahce from Turkey. These teams are qualified already to the last 16 that will join the automatic qualified teams. Then we'll now have them paired so that we'll have the round of 16. All right, in the Europa Conference League, we also have teams in the Europa Conference League. We'll have Sturm Graz, we have Union St. Gilos, that is the former team of Victor Boniface. We have Dynamo Zagreb, we have Olympiacos of Greece, we have Maccabi Haifa of Israel, so Ajax of Netherlands, we have Molde of Norway, and Servette in that order. Sincerely speaking, all of these teams have made it to the round of 16, and they will be playing. They will be playing in the round of 16, and then, like I said, they will join others that have already qualified. But big one, and big games last night in the Europa Conference League and then in the Europa League. I don't know if my guest is ready. That's Abba Michael. Okay, I can hear my director saying he's not ready. Though if he's ready, he will be joining us on the show. Big one, like I said last night in the Europa Conference League. And you know, when it comes to Europe, they say it is the game of champions. The Champions League, the Europa League, and the Conference League. The Conference League was created by the European football governing body to accommodate smaller teams, to also have a feel of playing in what is called European competition, and it also affords the teams, the players, to also go to other regions of Europe. These two main ideas was why they created the Europa Conference League. So if you are a team in England, for instance, like Aston Villa, you have to travel to other parts of Europe, like maybe you go to Greece, you go to Belgium, you go to some other European countries to like Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, these areas that are really small. You go to Bulgaria. So it's a good one that the European football governing body actually created this league to see how other smaller teams can also get involved in European Cup competition, European Cup games. You know, the Champions League is a big one. We had some games last weekend. This week, I beg your pardon, the likes of Atletico Madrid lost to Inter Milan. Big game, Manchester City winning their own game. So a lot is going. If you can't play in the Champions League, you play in the Europa League. That is, you must qualify to this competition. If you can't play in the Europa League, you'll play in the Europa Conference League. So that is the way it is, and that is the way it's going. But for the teams that have qualified, congratulations to them. The good news is we have Nigerians in some of these teams that have also made it to the round of 16 in European competition. In the Champions League, Victor Osimhen was a handful for Barcelona defense, and he was able to rescue a point for the Pantenopes in that game against Barcelona at Camp Nou. So it's a good one. The reverse fixture is going to be a very big game for the team as a whole. So for Victor Osimhen, congratulations to him, and congratulations to Victor Boniface in Germany, also doing well for Bayern Leverkusen. Good one. All right, let's quickly look at some transfer on the show this morning. Let's look at some transfer on the show where Liverpool actually rejected Chelsea's approach for Darwin Núñez. Is a big one. You know, Liverpool will not allow the magnitude of this player to just leave, even not for anything, selling Núñez to their arch rival. I think Liverpool will not do that. Liverpool is a team that is known of not selling their big stars to their rival. You know, even though they want to sell, they make sure they sell you to other teams that are not in competition with them. So for Chelsea to have even had the mind to go for Darwin Núñez is a big one. It's a courage. And for Pochettino, I think Pochettino knows what he wants. He wants a striker, but you have ample of strikers in Chelsea, the likes of Nicholas Jackson, Madueke, name them, they are there. So I don't see the reason why they want Darwin Núñez, except maybe for experience. But if you look at the young team right now, I think the strikers in Chelsea can actually do well. They can hold their own against any team, any day, anytime. So marvelous one for Liverpool rejecting that offer from Chelsea for Darwin Núñez. Let's also look at this one also on the show. Let's look at this transfer quickly on the show where Everton midfielder Amadou Onana, Arsenal, I beg your pardon, is ready to sign this guy. They've been chasing him and they really want to do business. They really want to bring him to the Emirates. They are looking at replacement for Thomas Partey, because Thomas Partey is an injury-prone player. So they are looking for a replacement for him. They are looking for how they can actually get Amadou Onana. He's a Belgian. He plays for Belgium national team on their books to see at least to keep up that space left by Thomas Partey of Ghana. As we speak, Thomas Partey is not yet back from injury and is not yet fit to play for Arsenal. That was why he didn't play for Ghana in the Nations Cup, and despite that, they crashed out from the group stage. So for Amadou Onana, I think it's going to be a very good buy for Arsenal, if definitely Everton would let him go. All right, we are sorry that Alba Michael couldn't join us on the show because of some network issues. I guess, and probably I will be having him some other times when he's ready to join us on the show. But before we go on the show, we will leave you with some MPFA highlights so that you can just enjoy the beautiful round leather game in the Nigerian football. And that is it on the show. I am Emmanuel Fashimi. Say thanks for watching.